Hi friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Kate Mercy. Today we are going to be playing with the Naked Wild West palette by Urban Decay. This is a fairly new product in the makeup world. It's not that new of a product, but now that the hype has died down, I really want to see if this is like worth it or if we all just kind of bought into the hype. And by we all, I mean me. Did I buy into the hype? So if that's something you're interested in, give this video a like and let's get started. Okay, so as I mentioned in the intro, we are going to be playing with the new-ish Naked Wild West palette by Urban Decay. This retails for $49. I bought mine on Ulta.com, so that's why there's like a couple flakes, because Ulta, I love you, but your shipping is terrible. You do like the bare minimum to try to protect the packages. So annoying. I digress. So this is what the color scheme looks like. I'm sure many of us have already seen this. However, I am kind of curious to see like how I feel about it now that there's not a ton of hype. Admittedly, like when I bought this, it was like right after I moved, so I didn't really have time to do the same kind of filming that I had done when I was at my previous place, and things got really crazy. Things have been really crazy. So I am going to dive into this today. I'm first going to prime my eyes with my P. Louise base, and I'll be right back. Okay, so this palette does come with a brush. However, I'm going to opt to not use this today. These brushes typically, like the quality is okay, but they're just typically not the style brush that I am looking for. I have like kind of small hooded eyelids. I don't really have a lot of retail space, if you will. So I try to use brushes that work with my eye shape. So I think we're going to just do something really simple today. I am going to work after this, and I really don't need to be showing up in like full glam. I can do like fun, simple glam for work, but I just feel kind of out of place at a residential facility out in the woods, helping those overcome a mental health crisis in full glam. I just feel like a goon out in the garden, like we're gardening today, or we're like frolicking through the woods. Like that's just not, I don't need to be full glam for that. I digress. So I think what we're going to do is start with the lightest shade called Standoff and just put that all in the crease. To do that, we're going to use this Real Techniques brush. This is their Essential Crease Brush. How appropriate. To apply it, I am just using windshield wiper motions, followed by some small circular motions, just to kind of make sure that it's really blended in. I do want to show, this is not something that bothers me, but it does bother some people. There is a bit of kick up in the pan. However, I'm not experiencing any fallout on my face. I think that's worth mentioning. So the next shade that we are going to go into, I believe, is this one right here. It's kind of a cool toned neutral, and it's called Loretto. Hopefully I'm saying that right. If I'm not, please feel free to gently correct me in the comments down below. And of course, I've already started, but we're just gonna apply that to the crease using a combination of windshield wiper motions and small circles to make sure it's not too concentrated in any one area and it blends out evenly. To apply my crease shadows, I like to do kind of like a soft patting motion so that it's not, again, too concentrated in one area. I find that if I try to apply it on the outside or inside and then go right into windshield wiper motions or small circles, that it becomes like awkwardly pigmented and concentrated in an area that I'm not usually trying to concentrate it. And then I have a harder time blending it out. So I like to do like the pat, pat, pat. And for me, that just typically works a little bit better. So far, I really like the color. Just kind of like my perspective on the Urban Decay Naked palettes. I'm not buying an Urban Decay Naked palette because I'm looking for something like wild and innovative and like full of artistry. I'm going in for an everyday palette that has everyday colors and usually like a pop of something else, or like my Naked Heat that I love so much. It's like I just love warm neutrals, and those are, in my opinion, really easy to work with everyday colors. So I think that the Naked palettes still have a place in the beauty community, and I think that we kind of like if it's not like super innovative, folks can get kind of like huffy puffy about that. And, you know, for most of us, we're not walking any runway anytime soon. Or like even just me, like I like to film videos for the internet just because it's fun, and like do makeup with my friends, but I'm not looking for necessarily always the most innovative palettes. I'm looking for something that works well, applies beautifully. You know what I mean? I hope that makes sense. Just want to show you too, that Loretto shade did kind of the same thing where it's just very dusty in the pan. However, I don't have any fallout on my lids, so I think that's worth mentioning. For all over my lid, I think I'm gonna go into this shade here called Cowboy Rick. However, I think I want to go in with this shade, like this really deep shade first, which is called Pony Up, and just create some depth on the outside of my eyes. To do that, I'm going to use this really fine pencil brush by Blink Brushes, and this is the E26. It is part of the Paige Corin collab. And I'm just going to use gentle patting motions to apply that to the outside of my eye. And I will go in with a blending brush after and gently blend that out. To blend that out, I am going to use my Morphe M456 brush. I'm going to hold it at the end of the barrel, the very end, because I just want to gently diffuse it using very small circular motions and like barely touching it. Now that I have that built up to where I prefer it, I am going to use this flat synthetic eyeshadow brush by Billion Dollar Brushes. I think I got this in a BoxyCharm or something. I'm gonna wet my brush, and as I mentioned, I am just gonna go in to this shade right here called Cowboy Rick and put that all over the eye. If that does not apply the way that I want it to with this brush, I will use my finger. I think that's really pretty, and it didn't apply quite the way that I wanted it to with the first application. However, it is like buildable on the brush, on my wet brush I should say. I am just gonna go back in with my Morphe M456 brush and take that Loretto shade very, very minimally and just redefine the crease. Sometimes I'm not the most precise when applying my sparkle shadow, and so it kind of gets up in my crease, and that's just not what we're going for here today. I'm going back in with my flat synthetic brush, just going back into Cowboy Rick to pat on a little bit more in case I wiped any off. There's like a few fallout specks from our dear friend Cowboy Rick, but nothing like that has ruined my makeup look, which I'm very grateful for. I normally do my eyes first, but I didn't this time. I think I do want to do a pop of color, so I'm just gonna go into this really pretty teal shade called Bud and put that on my inner corner. To do that, I am using a Morphe JS10 brush. You can't get these anymore, and even if you could, I wouldn't recommend them. They're not great brushes. I think it's a nice soft pop of color. However, I am going to wet my brush and just see if I can like make it pop just like on the very center. Yep. Like that. That actually might be a little much, but that's okay. This is what we wanted. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my eyeliner and mascara off camera, and I'll be right back. So this is the finished eye look, all complete. I am really happy with how it turned out. It's not, again, it's not going to like change your life. Oh my gosh, this is such a revolutionary palette, but I do think that it has some really beautiful, easy to blend, easy to play with neutrals that could become staples in your collection. I think that this is a palette that I'm going to continue to enjoy playing with for years to come. So for the $49 price tag, I think that it's worth it for me. I love to have like staple neutrals and like keep bringing in neutrals because I do declutter my collection pretty frequently, and I think that the Naked formula is just, it's really quality. Like, I think the quality is there. I think the blendability is there. I think it's nice to have stable neutrals with like fun pops of color. Again, like if you're like somebody that just loves color, this probably might not be for you. I'm not sure. I think the colors that they do offer are pretty. But overall, I am happy with my $49 purchase. I don't know if you already have these shades in your collection somewhere. I don't think you need to run out and grab this. However, if you're somebody like me who constantly likes to collect neutral palettes, likes to collect naked palettes, or wants just like the kind of fun pops of teals and blues, I think you would appreciate this. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you enjoyed this video, please go ahead and give it a thumbs up. It would mean a lot to me if you would subscribe to my channel down below. As always, please stay happy, stay healthy, and stay blessed. Know that your life is worth living, and I am happy that you are here. Remember that, be that, live that. I will see you on the next one. Bye.